Hey guys, I'm back. Today I'm going to make a video going over my mod list for everyone out there wondering, and my total cost into my build and what I paid for my car. As many of you know, I bought a 2011 335is with a 7-speed automatic DCT transmission. I bought this car on, let's see here, I've got every receipt here. Where is my other folder? One second. Another folder. I bought this car in June. Here's my delivery sheet from California when it was transported to me. It looks like it was picked up in Riverside, California. Came to me, where does it say the date? It doesn't say the date. Around like June 10th. I immediately had the car appraised, so here's my classic car appraisal. I had the car appraised. When I got the vehicle, it had 50,000 original miles on it. It was 100% stock. It has the coral red interior, as many of you know. And I bought it one owner, clean title, not even a scratch, no rock chips, nothing. This car's been immaculate. I had it immediately appraised here for insurance purposes. And the car appraised for $26,000 cash value. So that's what my car was worth. I paid, let me look at here. I got everything on the computer as well. So my cost on that car from California, I paid $19,000 in cash for the vehicle. I direct wire transferred the money to the buyer, and I had the title overnight shipped to me. So I had the title in hand and transferred before I had the vehicle. I paid about $1,000 in shipping, and then I had to title the vehicle and so I had $20,500 into my car shipped to my door. From then I did a bunch more things. I'm gonna go over my mod list here and then we'll break down costs. So first things first, I'm reading this off of the computer here if you guys are curious what I'm looking at. I have a Doc Racing single turbo kit with Precision Gen 2 dual ball bearing. That retails, my kit coated, retails for over $5,500 here. I then had the T51R mod done on it, which makes the turbo a lot louder. Which is a $400 expense. So that was, let's see here. So that, my turbo kit was $5,295 with the T51R mod. That is, I had a discount on that. So we'll start at the top. My mods, I have that. I have a Go Fast Bits 3 boost controller with a 4-port max solenoid, AEM wideband. I have Nitrous that's wired up to the steering wheel. VRSF 1000 horsepower 7.5 stepped intercooler VRSF charge pipe, tial QR blow-off valve with a 10 psi spring in it. I've got a custom Wedge Antilag kit wired to the steering wheel, so a button for that. I've got upgraded low pressure system with dual 525 Walbros on a 15 psi Hobbs switch. I have a Spool Helix high pressure fuel system 4X Extreme model for high pressure. I've got the Spool Bluetooth E85 analyzer and upgraded fuel line. Beamer Life Audi R8 coil upgrade, Burger Motorsports billet oil filter housing, cowl filter deletes, the large rear diff brace, double baffle catch can, oil thermostat caps, the billet ones, billet oil thermostat lid, billet sport oil cooler valve inside of there for the oil temps. I have a Nelson Racing Wheel carbon fiber paddles, the 2-step cooler NGK plugs, RB Turbo PCV upgrade, PCV screw-on cap as well. I got the RevShift 95A race transmission mounts and motor mounts, so there is quite a bit of vibration on this vehicle. Just from turning it on to driving to shifts, this car shakes. I've got Index 12 BMW injectors, I've got up front, I've got just drilled Zimmerman Z-coated rotors with a bucket, I can't even read it, ceramic pads for the front. I just got on FCP Euro. Really happy with those. I've got the Vargas 15-inch conversion in the rear, so it's got Willwood ceramic drilled rotors, pads, stainless steel brake lines. This allows me to run 15-inch wheel and tire package in the rear, as we need as much traction as we can get. So I got this kit on there. I had that powder coated custom. I've got, for the rear, I've got Beamer World Race Billet No Stud Wheel Conversion Kit. So I no longer have wheel bolts in the rear for it. These are normal lug nuts, like a normal car. For that, I also have, for the front, I have Weld Racing Custom S79 17-inch lightweight wheels for the front that are 17 by 17.5 with a 5.3 back spacing. So about a 27 offset on Nitto 555 G2 summer tires for the front. 225, 45, 17. So what I did is I went as skinny as possible without running skinnies up front, so I can still have the car handle properly while saving rotational mass weight. For the rear, I have custom matching S79 15 by 9.33 with a 6.5 back spacing, sitting on Mickey Thompson ET Street R tires, 275, 50, 15 in the rear. So this is a very aggressive rear setup. I've got M factory built axles, M factory built OSD. My gearing is a 256 as I'm a DCT. So not as much low end, but I have a very nice top end. I've got an ATM race exhaust, and I've got the Roush Customs carbon fiber rear diffuser, the front splitter and M start button, which is red. I've got Schroth Quick Fit Pro racing harnesses for the passenger and the driver. I do oil changes all the time after every event and things like that. So when you break it down, the build list is not all that crazy. This is just normal bolt-on items that anyone can get, and that's about it for that. So let's break down the cost. So I've bought $53 for a sunshade, $44 for some spacers. I'm gonna run down everything from maintenance items to things I don't have on the car anymore, to old setups, just the total cost I have in the vehicle. So I've got $122 for floor mats, $12 puddle lights, old spoiler, $127. Titling fees were a couple grand. Appraisal was $200, an inspection $155, exhaust $150, wheels $400, paddles $142, brakes and rotors $543, MHD tuning $288, wedge tuning $450. Chicane Motorsports, a place in Kansas that originally did some work on my car, $3,600. $140 in Ubering, $250 in hotel costs, $240 in fuel, $200 for dyno time, house of boost, wheel speed sensors and coils, $240. Some Cosi wheels I no longer have, $400. Some tires, $500, $160 for some other paddles as I changed my paddle system. $1,000 for E-sensor and high pressure field pump overdrive. $410 for catch can, cal delete, filter, oil filter housing, rear diff brace. Some of these prices as well are discounted prices. I've got discounts on multiple items. $500 low pressure fuel sensor system, some vibrant resonators, $100, $200 for plugs and trans mount, $100 for high pressure sensor, $600 for high pressure fuel pump, $75 for oil, $522 for a valve cover, $145 for PCV, another oil, $75. About $1,100 for motor mounts, water pump, thermostat, oil, and DCT fluid. I originally did have big upgraded turbos on this car, for that was a couple grand with install kit and inlets, so we'll say about $3 grand. I've got more tuning on here as I had to do custom maps for everything, so I add another $500 for tuning, $90 for the fuel line. These weld wheels and tires all the way around were over $4,000. So wheels and tires, I've got over $4 grand into these welds. Fuel it system for the upgrading the low pressure again with about $1,000. Axles, $1,000. Powder coating the calipers, $200. Lug nuts, filter housing gaskets, another $250 for all that. Racing brake fluid, DOT4 Racing, 42 bucks, 160 bucks for a backup drive shaft. I got a spare drive shaft ready. Custom hub rings made for the welds, 108 bucks, aluminum. Oil pan gasket, 45 bucks. Main coolant block line, 28 bucks. Heat wrap, 60 bucks. More fluids, 40 bucks. M factory diff, $2,360. Tint, I tinted the sunroof and wrapped the roof, 240 bucks. 300 bucks for a spoiler, 375 for Audi R8 coils, 160 bucks for dyno time, 200 bucks for FCP, coils or spark plug something, 325 bucks for walnut blasting, 140 bucks for the nitrous system, which was very, very cheap. It was all brand new. Very wealthy guy just wanted it gone. 580 bucks for the Uniden R7 radar. Obviously it's not the car, but part of that. Boost solenoid, 300 bucks, and the core charge on a high pressure fuel pump. Oil lines, 233 bucks, another 513 bucks in tires. The rolling antilag system, 160 bucks. The fire extinguisher, jack pads, 140 bucks. Racing harnesses, stainless steel brake lines, 690 bucks. So racing jacket, pants, fire pants, all that SFI approved, 110 bucks. Red start stop button, about 20 bucks. Carbon fiber diffusers for front and rear, about 1,000 bucks. The wireless MHD adapter, about 80 bucks. Oil changes, bunch of oil, about a ton of oil, $200. Magnetic drain plug, 10 bucks. ATM exhaust, about 700 bucks. The custom turbo guard I have for my new turbo, $58. Max solenoid, 70 bucks. Couple O2 sensors, gasket, coolant for the single turbo swap, 470 bucks. The Go Fast Bits boost controller, heat wrap, and AEM wideband sensor, 532 bucks. Another 500 bucks in tuning for Ken at Wedge Tuning. 200 bucks for the custom powder coating and heat coating on the turbo, and 228 bucks for an OEM BMW genuine cover for the winter. So you add that all up, we've got $60,811.45. Sure, I'm missing quite a few items, small things I bought in over time, things I just didn't even remember write down, things like that. So we'll say probably about $1,000 or $2,000 in miscellaneous things I just straight up forgot. So we'll say around $63,000, including the cost of my car. If you factor in about, we'll say $3 to $5 grand of that was stuff that I no longer have on the vehicle, upgraded twin turbo system, minus about $5 grand. Minus cost of car, will minus 20 grand off of that. So we'll minus 25 grand off of 63. It's about 40. We'll say about 40. We'll say I have about $35,000 to $40,000 in mods, maintenance, labor, parts, all that stuff here. I've owned this car since June 10th. It is now October 11th. So you do the math, that's about a couple months only. But overall, to do a car properly, to do it all out, you can obviously save money, as I've changed my setup multiple times, but to do this properly is expensive. And you know, maintenance you should always do first. I did everything maintenance wise before adding any power adders to this vehicle. Obviously you can save some money by not changing your wheel setup multiple times and paddles and other things like that. But a lot of this stuff was important items to do at the same time, as long as safety items. So would I do it again for $60,000 in cash in a couple months for this car? Probably not. Car is a great car, fun car, love it, my dream car, but it's a lot of money, and with the other things out on the market right now, for that amount of money I could buy and modify, I don't think I would do it again. But you know, one of the things is, you did it, having fun. I'm just gonna enjoy the car now, and I guess that gives you an idea. But for you guys out there looking to modify your BMWs, just save up quite a bit of money, get ready to do maintenance, do everything first, and I just factor in about $10,000 or so to go single turbo. If you want to go that route, get a dot kit and get the supporting mods, boost controller, things like that, about $10,000 when you're said and done with labor. So do about 10 grand, maintain your car, and you can have a pretty fun car. So thank you guys for watching. sorry to bore you. Make sure you guys keep all of your receipts for everything. I've got a fat stack of everything here. Make sure you keep all this stuff, as you can go back and look at it, or if you ever have questions of what's been done, or if you don't know if you've done anything like that. It's great to have. Here's the original build sheet on my car even. This is from the dealer itself, so I get wholesale and retail. So my car, wholesale priced at $59,500 before taxes or anything like that. Retail price was $63,500. As you can see, it says wholesale and retail on this. This is the original build sheet on my car. So that's how much the car would have been new if I bought it new. I obviously paid about $20,000 for this car. It's worth $26,000 or so in cash or more. So I obviously got a very good deal on my car. So thank you guys for watching. Down below, I'm going to link a couple companies that I support and I think you guys should check out too. Please subscribe, follow The Build on Facebook and Instagram. Have a great day.